And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, today we're taking a look at 10 Minutes to Kill, 10 to Kill here, in which you are a human being with an animal head, or you are an animal being with a human body, or a furry. I'm not actually sure, and there is animals running around, but they made them look very human-esque. So you are a hitman here, and you're going to take out different targets, but you don't know who the other hitmen are. There's other hitmen here, up to 3 other hitmen going around and killing their targets, so you have to figure out who they are. So it's kind of a werewolf style game type thing. You'll see. You're going to build a random pile of streets. You can really build it any way you want. So for example, you could build it like this, as long as each tile's next to at least one other tile. There's a bunch of characters, and these characters are all different. This is he is apparently the walrus, and you have these different characters. They all look like they're ready to kill other people in some fashion or sort. They look like they're mean animals with human bodies. So you're going to place one randomly on each thing. Then each player is going to take a random tile, and this tile is going to show you who you are, who your hitman is. Ooh, she's my hitman. She got a piano wire, looks like she's ready for business. Then you're going to draw 3 more tiles, and these are your targets. Ha ha ha, looks like Walrus is my target, and this nurse, and then this dog here with this pretty nasty looking hammer. So you're going to put these tiles in front of you. Now, on your turn, you have some options that you can do. One of these options is simply moving a character. Now in this game, movement is very simple. You can just pick up a character from any location and put them in any other location. You'll also notice there's a pile of police officers over here by the side of the board. You can pick one of those and put them in a location. So players can move, and so as the game goes by, different characters are going to move them in different spots. You can also kill another character. Now when you kill a character, you have to kill using the knife, the gun, or the sniper rifle. Now, what does that mean? If there are 2 people in the same spot, you can use the knife, as long as there is not a police officer there. If there's 3 people, as long as there's more than 1. So if I take a person from this location, then they have used the knife, probably. Or, you know, there's a chance that this guy here is the murderer. After you kill someone from a location, you'll move everyone out of that location somewhere else. However, this person also may have been shot. When you're shot, as long as you are alone and adjacent to the person. So these 2 could have shot the person with a regular gun. So a regular gun would have shot this person. No one in these 2 spots could have shot someone because there's someone there with them. When you have a gun, anyone can see you. When you have a knife, it doesn't matter in a crowd, you can get someone unless there's a police officer. Police officers stop knives. Sniper rifles are the same as gun, but they can shoot as far as you want in a straight row. And again, you have to be alone, so this guy could have committed to murder. So if I kill this priest here, this cat priest or cardinal, then I have to see who could be the culprit. He could have done it with a knife, these 2 could have done it with regular guns, and this guy could have done it with a sniper rifle. She could not have done it with a sniper rifle because when you're using a sniper rifle, it has to be from a spot that has a target on it, and there is no target there. So when you kill someone, you don't have to say how you've killed them, just that you've killed them, and then players can look around and figure out who the suspects are. If you kill one of your own targets, you reveal it and say, that was one of my targets. Fantastic. If it's not one of your targets, then you ask, is this someone else's hitman? If it is, you've killed them. Boom! And a police officer is placed where they were. So there's more police officers on the board. Now, the third thing you can do, you can move a creature, or you can use a weapon to kill somebody. You can also investigate a character's identity. If there's a police officer on the board and they're in the same spot as someone else, I can say to Rhonda, is this your hitman? And if she says yes, then she's caught. If she says no, well, tough luck. There's no negative thing. I just don't get an action that turn. So players are moving, killing, and investigating. Even if you are killed or caught, which also removes you from the board, you still can continue to move the police officers around the board. Now the game's going to be over when somebody has not been eliminated, but they've killed all 3 of their targets. At that point, the game is over. Or if all the hitmen are killed/caught. When that happens, you will get 2 points if you're still alive. You'll get 1 point for each target you've killed. You get 1 point if you've arrested the other person's hitman. You get 3 points if you kill someone else's hitman. You lose a point for each innocent victim you killed, which is your other players' targets, and you've killed them instead. And you lose 1,337 points, which, as I can figure out from the rules, is the upside down thing, whatever, if you kill a police officer. So, incidentally, you can't kill a police officer. That's how you play. Whoever has the most points is the winner. 10 minutes to kill is essentially telling you that the game takes place in 10 minutes. And that's very correct. Now, this is in the werewolf resistance genre, which in my opinion is getting very tired these days. There's so many of these social deduction games trying to figure out who each other is. But that doesn't stop me because I do like the games and I'm hoping to find a good one. Folks, this is a good one. In fact, this gives me some very strong similarities to a game I really like called Rumble in the Dungeon or Rumble in the House, which players move around and eliminate them and you're trying to eliminate each other. What I like about this one is when someone is killed, you're sitting there trying to figure out which weapon killed them. It's kind of a cool mechanism. If they're in a group, it could be a knife. If there's someone, it could be anyone next to them. If they're alone, it could be anyone who's alone in a target spot. And I like that. It kind of gives it around. And so you're trying to go around. Now, arresting someone is good. It gives you a hit point. But shooting them is so much more satisfying. However, if you're wrong, you lose a point. And I find that point system works really well. Now, if the game ends with one person surviving and having killed their 3 targets, usually they will win. That is 5 points. But it's possible that someone else could have won too, or they might have made mistakes along the way. So the game, it's not super complex. And it really does work best with 4. The box, let's see, where's the stuff here in the box? It says 2 to 4. And 14 more. I have not even tried it with 2 because I played it with 3 and it just did not even have the pizzazz that 4 did. I guess with 2 it could be kind of a chess game back and forth, but with 4 this game really shone because every character is in play and you're trying to figure out which ones are yours, which ones are the everyone else's. It's a little bit chaotic, but it doesn't matter because it is 10 minutes. The art's a little creepy. Just these. The animals just look a little too human-esque for me. But I guess that's better than having actual people die, having these fake people and the mobster thing. So I guess that kind of works well. Like you can do it in a family setting more often, even if these people do look pretty mean. But I do like the police officers. They look pretty cool. They're stand-up counters, which again works fine for this game. So if you're looking for a short social deduction game, that does what it advertises, 10 minutes it does, and lots of laughter, and so that's who you were, I knew it the whole time type thing. And even there's some back and forth, so I think that Billy Bob, he controls this person, that person's the killer, so I put the police officer there, but I gotta be careful because I don't want to necessarily put the police officer there because Sally, who's going after me, will just then use this police officer to accuse them. So I don't want to set someone else up. So people are moving people around until, you can move anyone. You don't have to just move your own characters. So they're moving people around or animals around until they get into the proper place. And then the kill is made. An interesting game, certainly fun and unique. That's 10 to kill. Dice Tower Judgment approved!
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at DicetowerNetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.
Shut the door.